The Persian Gulf, April 2nd, 2025. The sea lay calm, deceptively calm. Beneath the surface, tensions simmered. The USS Liberty, a Nimitz-class aircraft carrier, patrolled the waters, its mission to monitor Iranian activity near the Strait of Hormuz. The strait, a crucial oil choke point, had become the focal point of a dangerous game of brinksmanship between the US and Iran. For months, the world had watched with bated breath. Former President Trump's shadow loomed large. His threats of maximum pressure echoed. Iran, defiant, had vowed to respond forcefully to any American aggression. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, a powerful arm of the Iranian military, had been particularly vocal. Their pronouncements were bold. They promised a swift and devastating response to any U.S. provocation. On board the USS Liberty, Captain Mark Reynolds felt the weight of responsibility. A seasoned officer, he had seen his share of conflict. But this felt different. The air crackled with tension. Intelligence reports spoke of increased Iranian naval activity. Whispers of a planned Iranian operation codenamed Operation Phoenix circulated among the crew. Captain Reynolds scanned the horizon. He couldn't shake off a growing sense of unease. The calm felt ominous, like the silence before a storm. 3:47 a.m. GST. The darkness shattered. A blinding flash. A deafening roar. An Iranian Noor anti-ship missile launched from an unknown location streaked across the pre-dawn sky. It slammed into the USS Liberty. The impact was catastrophic. The flight deck erupted in a fiery inferno. Explosions ripped through the ship, smoke billowed, engulfing the vessel in a shroud of chaos. Confusion reigned. The ship, once a symbol of American might, was now a scene of carnage. In Tehran, Supreme Leader Khamenei watched the live feed, a grim smile playing on his lips. Beside him stood General Reza Mahmoudi, the architect of Operation Phoenix and a rising star within the IRGC. The attack, a calculated gamble, had paid off. News of the attack spread like wildfire. The world held its breath. The spark had ignited. The question on everyone's mind: what happens next?
The attack was a necessary step. We have shown our strength. Now we must be prepared for their response.
The attack sent shockwaves across the globe. World leaders scrambled to respond. Condemnations poured in. The United Kingdom, a staunch U.S. ally, urged restraint. Emergency meetings were convened at NATO headquarters and in Brussels. The possibility of a wider conflict, a conflagration that could engulf the entire Middle East, loomed large. Russia and China, both longtime critics of U.S. foreign policy, condemned the attack while secretly mobilizing their own forces. The situation was a powder keg, and the fuse had been lit.
We call for immediate de-escalation. This is not the time for rash actions. Dialogue must prevail.
I don't know what's going to happen next. We are all scared, but some of us believe this is a fight for our dignity.
This is an unprecedented situation. The world watches closely as tensions between the United States and Iran reach a boiling point.
The United States, reeling from the attack, vowed swift retribution. President James Carter III, his face etched with grief and anger, addressed the nation. He promised a measured and decisive response. Within hours, American F-35s taking off from bases in Qatar were streaking towards Iran. Their targets, IRGC missile sites and command and control centers. Iran, however, had prepared for this. Their cyber warfare units, long lying dormant, sprung into action. A coordinated barrage of cyber attacks crippled U.S. infrastructure. Power grids flickered. Banking systems went offline. Supply chains were disrupted. The financial markets tumbled. The world watched aghast as the two nations teetered on the brink of war. The consequences of a full-blown conflict were too terrifying to contemplate. Yet the drums of war beat on.
Our nation has been attacked. We will respond with measured and decisive action. We must protect our people and our interests.